Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 150 of
Damn.
At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
And the executioner, Daniel Travas.
Whenever I tell my granddad we're doing one of these, he's like, it was just the other week we were joking about episode 50.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
I'm Matt. He's Daniel Travis, as you all know. I'm Matthew Smith, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. Why don't we just run through the topics?
Number one.
Number one is Raw going back to 2 hours for the first time since 2013 it'll be temporary for the record. But yeah, that's different.
Two.
The results of Bash in Berlin.
Three.
The results of NXT No Mercy. Why do I feel like I'm going to be hosting all three again?
Yes. Well, yeah. Alright. Anyway, let's jump in to topic number one.
I need to set the timer because I was all set and then I forgot that.
Oh, wow. Alright, let's see. My thoughts. I guess I'll go first on Raw going back to 2 hours. It's great that Raw is going back to 2 hours, even though it's going to be a temporary thing. But it means that there'll be a lot more action and a lot more like stories in the 2 hours compared to Raw for the longest time dragging on.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, the last 2 hour Raw was Raw episode 999.
Yeah, so it's been literally over a decade.
Yeah, for the record, people, that happened in 2013, I think.
Yeah. I also think that it's it's too bad it's temporarily because I honestly think when Raw goes to Netflix next year, I think they should stick to 2 hours, not be 3 hours. But yet again, if there's no commercials, 2 hours, 3 hours of running that Raw is gonna fly by.
Yeah, and as for I should probably turn the volume down on my mic. There we go. As for fans thinking Raw should go back to 2 hours, you are not alone in that. A lot of fans have been wanting Raw to go back to 2 hours for a while, but apparently there will be ads on Raw on Netflix if you don't have Netflix Premium Plus or whatever.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Raw going back temporarily for 2 hours?
I am surprised. You think it'd be 9 to 11 like it was back in the PG era, but nah, it's 8 to 10.
It doesn't feel that long.
But it's still 2 hours. That's how long SmackDown is, 8 to 10.
Yeah. In my humble opinion, I feel like Monday Night Raw should maybe stay as 2 hours, but I'm intrigued to see, how the format, since it's been over, but it's not going to go into effect until October. Keep in mind.
Yeah. October 7th, I believe.
Yes, October 7th, and then for the rest, when I heard that it was going to be temporary, I'm like, oh. I mean, it makes sense, for Raw to be 3, you want your season premiere, especially when you make history on Netflix. I just hope that WWE, this is going to be random, but it's important to say, WWE needs to go all out for their Raw Netflix debut.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly on that, actually.
But regarding Raw being 2 hours, I think it'll be a lot more interesting. I think it'll be beneficial for Raw because You just have to cut straight to the point, you know. Yeah, sure, you'll have commercials, but you'll have a lot more like story A, B, C, D will just go straight to the point.
Yeah, I said ads. I never said there would be commercials. Like, I'm thinking like advertisements for like other stuff on Netflix or WWE related stuff. Because with Netflix being a streaming service, you don't really see commercials on streaming services all that much.
Yeah, true, true. You don't. What do you got any thoughts? More thoughts?
Well, like I told you this yesterday that I know we're supposed to be talking about Raw going back to 2 hours, but the last thing I want to say on the topic of Netflix is I don't think Raw is going to have a set time on Netflix. They'll be
Yeah,
able to adjust the length of time based on what they need.
yeah. Anyway, not anyway. To the on topic, to back on topic is if Raw being 2 hours, I think will be important because all the major storylines will get a lot more major attention versus if they were like on like the back burner or something. I mean, like
Yeah.
all the like the CM Punk said Drew McIntyre would just be you'd be thrust right into, or any of the other storylines would just be
Yeah,
here you go.
if CM Punk Drew McIntyre rivalry is going to continue after October,
Yeah, my all right. You got any more thoughts? How long we got left on this timer?
we got like 45 seconds.
Okay, then I'll just go into my final thoughts. Is that with Monday Night Raw going back to 2 hours, is that I'm glad because you'll get a lot more storytelling. You'll be a lot more action and driven based. You'll get from a lot quicker, you know, from point A to point B to point C, a lot quicker versus it might feel like, oh my god, this show is taking forever. 2 hours before you know it is over like that.
Yeah, like I often for like I'm not gonna lie, I'm always doing something on my phone or something when I'm watching like Friday Night SmackDown or like I'm having dinner during SmackDown or anything. And I'll look down and then I'll look up and the show's over. And speaking of stuff being over, the timer just went off. So
Yeah, yeah, good.
as for my final thoughts, I'm for the first episode on October 7th, I'm probably gonna have a nostalgia trip with a 2 hour Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, we'll be back with topic two.
And we are back with topic number two, the results of the Bash in Berlin prediction battle, which we decided to not do the punishment for because it would be really, really bad and
Yeah.
mean to anyone German.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in order as we predicted, as I normally do, because in at odds I'm more like the organized type and he's the chaotic one.
Yeah.
Alright, so the first match we predicted for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Sorry, Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens.
Amazing match. Not
Yeah, it
surprised.
was a great match. They have great in-ring chemistry.
Just disappointing that Kevin Owens didn't turn heel.
Of course you would say that, but that made me draw first blood.
And of course, Cody retained. Lol.
Yeah. The second match that we predicted was the main event of the show, because why wouldn't it be? The ring general, the king of the ring, the big Austrian Gunther, defending his World Heavyweight Championship against the Viper, Randy Orton.
And I will say, this might be a random take here, but that might have been Randy Orton's best match, one of his best matches since coming back.
I don't think people would disagree with you, but it's obvious how this would come out. Gunther retained because we all know everyone in the arena would riot if Gunther lost.
Yeah, but not only did Gunther did Gunther and Randy have a better match, have as good of a match as their original, but Randy, this match was very solid, very back and forth, very competitive, and it's gonna be a good luck to anyone to get that title off of Gunther now. Seriously, what's with Gunther and getting? It's like, once Gunther gets the championship, it's like, well, good luck getting the title off of him.
Yeah. The third match we predicted was the mixed tag match between the Terror Twins, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. Yes, that's their actual tag team name. And yes, I think it's stupid because they have two last names and are not twins. Versus Liv and Dirty Dom of the Judgment Day.
Meh.
Yeah, just meh. Wasn't the best match, wasn't the worst.
Judgment, I felt like, I know the Terror Twins won, but it feels like, and I can't believe I'm saying this here, but it feels like the Judgment Day without Rhea and without Damien hasn't really had, what's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't really feel like a threat anymore.
Well, they're just getting started, and they're mainly just taking on the Terror Twins, so.
Yeah.
Patience, my friend. Hopefully.
Mhm.
The fourth match was, I think this was for the women's tag titles, but I
Yes.
forgot to list
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
The Strongest Storm versus the Unholy Union versus a team I forgot.
No.
Oh, it was just them?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember much of
Strongest
this
Storm.
match. What?
Strongest Storm won the match.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember much of this match, but riddle me this. What the hell was the point of putting the titles on the Unholy Union if it was just gonna go back to Strongest Storm?
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they did it because the next DLC patch is coming out next week with the Jade Cargill in it.
Yeah. Okay,
The
what else?
final match that we predicted
Uh-huh.
was, and I think I'm right on this one, a strap match?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk.
These two beat the
And
out
I'm
of
gonna
each.
have to censor that if we ever want to get monetized.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, but yeah, they beat the crap out of each other.
No, yeah. There's no sugarcoating that. They just the match started. It was it was like a Jesus.
Yeah, and CM Punk got his bracelet back, I think.
Yeah.
I honestly don't care about the bracelet, even if they're selling it on WWE Shop.
Even though it's the entire main feud of the storyline now.
Yeah. And that was the 1 point Travis got.
But it was also CM Punk's first WWE pay-per-view match in over a decade that he won.
Yeah. Which is insanity. And like I said, we canceled the punishment because it would not be kosher.
No, you know, not to be Gosha.
Alright, we'll be back with the third and final topic, which I accidentally put on WrestleMania Night 2 instead of Night 1. And we are back with the third and final topic. The NXT No Mercy prediction battle, where the loser had to watch a bad movie from the past decade or two,
Yeah.
which ended up being Daredevil starring Ben Affleck.
Yeah. Weird to say.
Anyways, I'm actually gonna go in reverse order, so instead of starting at one, I'm gonna start with the last match we predicted, which was Zachary Wentz at the new TNA X Division champion.
The night before.
Yeah. Literally day one of his championship reign, he was fighting Wes Lee.
Banger match. I didn't watch the match, but I know it was a banger.
Yeah, because these two men know each other like the back of their hands.
Yep.
And yeah, I drew first blood again. Spoiler alert, this would be one of the 2 points I get.
Yeah. What's the next one?
The next match was Chase U defending their NXT Tag Team Championships against the supersonic duo of Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
Okay, riddle me this, Matthew. What was the point of them dropping the titles to Chase U? Just to drop it? Just for Chase U to drop the titles?
Using my own words against me, I guess it was to give Ridge Holland a reason to turn heel.
Yeah, that's like the only major thing that happened.
Yeah, but if you guys did catch that from what Travis said, Travis has tied the score.
Yep.
The next match was for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Kalani Jordan versus Wendy Chu. Honestly, I'm more interested in this partnership that Wendy has with Rosemary of TNA than I was in this actual match.
Yeah. Who won?
Kalani did, giving me the last point I'm gonna get of this entire prediction battle.
What's next?
Up next was the men's North American Championship match. Tony D'Angelo versus Oba Femi.
Spoiler, I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. Obafemi won. Again.
Yep. Unsurprisingly, Oba is a beast. I can't wait to see what he can do on the main roster when he eventually gets called up.
Yeah.
Anyways, the second to last match the second match we predicted was the NXT Women's Championship, Jada Parker versus Roxanne Perez. Why Jada Parker? I have no idea. Isn't she a heel like Roxanne?
I think so.
I don't know what Out the Mud is, to be honest.
Yeah, Roxanne retained. Again.
Yeah. And then the main event of the show.
Wait. And then something you forgot to mention. Then we had a debut.
Right. We had the debut of Julia, who on October 1st in Chicago is going to be getting an NXT Women's title shot against Roxanne Perez when they debut on the CW.
Hey, keep in mind, Matthew, does anyone else realize this? That this is only going to be her second ever match?
Yeah, and she obliterated Chelsea Green on NXT.
Well, that's not surprising. It's Chelsea Green.
Be happy we don't have a manager, because if you said that's Chelsea, she would want to talk to your manager.
Yeah. And the main event, which made zero sense to why he was the fucking referee.
Yeah. In a special guest referee match, Joe Hendry would challenge Ethan Page for the NXT Championship with Trick Williams as the special guest referee.
Which made zero, which, in my honest opinion, is a weird thing to do when you have a babyface, a heel challenging a babyface, when you have a babyface as the referee, when said.
Well, wait. Isn't the babyface challenging the heel in this situation?
Right, the babyface was challenging the heel with a babyface as the referee, and said referee lost said championship to said heel.
And just so happened, like the week prior, to team with the babyface.
Yeah. So in other words,
Anyways, in the end, I believed in Joe Hendry, and he lost.
I believe that Joe Hendry will lose.
Okay. But yeah, that means Travis
One.
like almost doubled my score. Of the 5 matches, he won 3 and I won 2.
Yeah.
Which, keep in mind, people, this had like the exact same amount of matches at Bash in Berlin. But I watched Daredevil earlier. It was not a good movie.
And that's it.
That's it for episode 150. I wish we had something special to do for this. But in a few, but I will say this, and I think this is a fitting way to announce it. In a few weeks, we will be reviewing Mr. McMahon, The Rise and Fall, The Controversy, or whatever it's called.
The rise and fall.
The Rise and Fall of the Controversial Mr. McMahon.
Yes.
Hasta la vista.
Baby.